Hello, ow, tall people problems, tall people problems. It's time to put my car camping setup back in my car. And where I am currently seated is where two, kind of really 1.5 seats used to be. I still have this seat in because in case I have my baby niece traveling with me, I don't know. We'll see. I probably don't need it, but that's why it is in there. And I have an idea of what I'll maybe do for this area, but I would love to hear your thoughts, and we'll take a look at what it looks like and what I might be thinking and go from there. Most everything that I put in my car is on the outside there. I've got my fridge module, my fridge, my storage boxes, and my bed platform, and not my mattress, and my battery. So we're just going to get that stuff in here, and then we're going to go on an overnight tomorrow night without getting this area set up, just to sit with it for a while, think about it, see what ideas that may be different from what I have in my mind, see what I come up with. So let's get my stuff in here and see how much, yeah, okay, whatever. That's enough. Okay. La la, my Lulu, I love you. Okay.
We will start with the fridge module. With the fridge in here, this whole thing weighs 40 pounds. Not terrible. And I secure it to the tie-down points in the car. And while this is in now, we're going to get the electrical items set up in here and get this plugged in, my roof lights plugged in.
All right. And then when I have my solar panels hooked up, which that's going to have to be a separate video because I need to fix some things on my roof basket, the cord just comes down through the roof and it plugs in right to the side of the battery here. We'll just see how this new cord works. So I just feed the extra fridge cord, and I have even more since I didn't remove any of the extra DC cord. Feed it through here. And then, let's see here. Actually, no, that should be fine. And that, okay. That will go. Oh, I need the adapter. I can pull the fridge all the way out, but I need to tighten that in the back. Okay, I've tightened the turnbuckle in the back. Oh, let me put the stove back. What I use is a combination of one of these 300 watt inverters And then I also use one of these. And I stick these things up right here for Lila's heating pad. And I'm actually also going to be using a animal heating pad during the colder months. That is what this is for. The way that I secure these items to my fridge module is using this double-sided, it's just sticky tape. You can remove it easily, but it stays really well. So I have a couple rolls of these, and when they wear out, I just peel them off and then apply some new. So we will get these attached. You want to make sure it's where you want it when you set it, and it stays up there very well. And then this, I just put some along here, right there. And then this is a cord holder. You can put some cords out. So this is kind of like my charging station area out of the way. And this here is actually for my shelf. When you're in a small space, you want as much space as possible. So this is just a piece of wood that I fit to just Velcro in on the side here, and it holds it well enough. I wanted to be able to remove it because when I take it in and out of the car, it's a tight fit. And here is what we're working with on the other side. This is sitting forward a little bit because there are USB ports down there. This is where the bed goes, and there's not a lot of space here. I guess I could go down lower, but I go up higher over the wheel well so that I can have at least a 25-inch mattress. Yeah, only 25 inches. Eventually, when the budget allows, I'd like to expand off of the extruded aluminum and yada yada, but we're still working with this bed setup from a few years ago now. This is a track for a tabletop. It kind of works, but it is really ghetto. There's just some aluminum bar with one side open that I first taped, but that didn't want to stay on, and then I screwed it on, and it's pretty ghetto actually. And then this down here attaches to a turnbuckle, which attaches to the point in my car. I take this in and out very easily, so I've marked some of these legs, but it's coming off. Permanent marker on here is not quite permanent. We are going to have a bit of a problem because this side would rest on the seat that is no longer there. And I have these tracks. I could maybe swap it. That's probably what I'll have to do. Swap it. These are table leaf supports. And I just, when I travel and keep them closed, I use these little bungee balls to contain them. This is what it looks like underneath. So yeah, I'm going to be swapping this out. These are the latches that keep the pieces together. And they do a pretty good job actually. And there's one over there. And there is some more room, which is much better. So we'll see how this works. But this is where I store a lot of my stuff. My water, their car stuff. Let's just test this out. And then to give it a little bit more support, I put the chair back up against it. And these are lift-off hinges for my desk / cooking area. Let me grab that. So this is a piece of wood I made, the other half of the lift-off hinges, and just put some sheet metal on here. And then this side, I used to screw a leg into there, but I couldn't get the nut to stay in. So I have this, and I just ratchet strap this up to the roof. Let's see if I can do this without moving the camera. So it just slides on there like that. And it's perfect height when I had the chairs in there. But it's great because it is easy to clean. It can take the hot stove, and it's right over the below. It's right below the sunroof. Hi, Miss Lou. Oh, it's hot. Hot. Lila's the supervisor, making sure I stay on task. Huh, Lila Lou? My sweet girl. Yes, she's a very nice kitty. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lila's. This is part of my car emergency kit. Has some She Travel Janes and some emergency food, a water filter, some fire starter, and I keep it here just because this is where I had space. So that goes right in here. This is a good reason why I don't want to keep this water faucet on. Okay, these are 3-gallon jugs. My 2 fit here nicely. I have 2 of these plastic containers. One has more of my cooking items in it, utensils, tin foil, rice cooker, and fuel. And then this is the food container. It's a bit empty right now. This is vinegar and alcohol, some utensils, cleaning supplies, Cholula. And then these are good to have on hand. My spices, not that I really use them, but I have some. And then this is just for more food. So those just fit nicely under there. There's a little bit of overhang, but it's fine. And this is my big long drawer that I've had pretty much since I came up with this new setup. It's just kind of my everything drawer. It's got bug spray and my lights and fan and fire starting stuff. Water filter, emergency radio, bear spray, a lot of stuff. And I am just going to leave it out like that. I'm not going to put it in the container here anymore because it is just on its last leg. Then this, my car emergency stuff, these are just cords, not really the car emergency stuff, but cords. Those go under the fridge next to the battery. This became a hassle with the container. It's not secure anymore. The screws are falling out of it. I guess it'll kind of still work. Yeah. I'll just use it until it falls down. Don't mind my beautiful drawer situation. The pretty backing fell off, and these holes are a product of
the Iceco fridge constantly shutting down because of the DC power issue, not because it needed ventilation. But I wanted it to have plenty of ventilation, so just disregard this. Spare battery that I like to bring with me. It fits right next to my other battery. And then my emergency car kit. I have a car battery jumper right here. But this is also just some jumper cables and other items that fit under there.
And of course, I forgot to take out my jack. I leave my tire in there, but I take the jack out and then these items if I need to change my tire to just repair a hole. And if I need to take my tire out, I'll just take this stuff out. But I'm going to have to pull that out, and I store my jack right here. Here is a tire compressor. And then my ratchet straps. I carry a bunch of ratchet straps. I usually put them down here, but yeah, we can fit them there for now. And that's the back. I carry tools with me. So I fit them here, but I got to figure out a situation for my seat removal area. Then I have a 75 by 25 inch mattress that goes here. I store Lila's food and water up here, and I use that same tape to secure it up there so it doesn't move around. Sometimes I forget to take the water, dump the water out before we drive, but yeah. And then this is a bag for fruit that I get at the grocery store. Just set that right up there. And that takes care of the majority of my car camping setup. Of course, I will have things like my mattress and pillows and blankets and clothing and my camp chair and table. A lot of stuff goes up in my roof basket, but that will be another video because there's some things that I need to fix. And there are also things that I will not show where I put them, like my gun safe. This gets locked in my car because I do have concealed carry, and things like my camera gear and stuff like that. And then this faucet I can set in there. So quickly, I'm going to go camping a couple of times. Goodness. Wow. That's noisy. I'm going to go camping a couple of times to see what I should do. But my idea is I have some extruded aluminum left from this build that my idea is to attach two pieces to each side. I'll have to move that turnbuckle to each side and then have 4 legs coming down. And I have some little leveling feet. So I'll have to tap this. It's going to be a 1/4 screw so it can fit these little leveling feet. So I like the idea of having leveling feet in a car for the unstable, uneven surface. So cut these, then have 2 legs coming down off of it with the little leveling feet and then a piece of wood over it. But the piece of wood that goes over it, I want to be able to hinge it somehow or lift it up, have it secured, of course, but also be able to lift it up for whatever it is I stored down here, which I'm thinking might be clothes. I'm sure I can shove a whole bunch of other stuff in there, but obviously it'll take some time to figure it out. But I would love to hear any suggestions any of you might have for this setup. And of course, this is where my chair would go. So it'll be the same height. It's a lot of storage. Yeah, so just trying to figure out how to go about that. I hope you enjoyed this video of me putting my car camping setup together. Let me know what you think. What do you think of my setup? Things took a little bit of time just with filming, but it is fairly easy and took a lot of thought to get to this point. And like I said, eventually I would love to switch this all out for extruded aluminum completely. It would just be so much easier, but it is super expensive. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.